Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, whenever and wherever you all. And welcome back to the Beta Plan playing Shadowrun. Last time we left off, we met the ghoul. His name is apparently Gaichu. The ghoul's blind eyes search back and forth as in regard to. Actually, I would say that this is blind and this isn't, if I would say and look at the picture, but alright. It cannot see you, but you have a sense that it knows exactly where you are at all times. Ah, a hired gun. No doubt brought to bear against me by the Wampoan elders. A means by which they can lift the curse plaguing them. I salute your tenacity, but I wonder, will you hear me out before raising your weapons to kill me? That sentence alone makes me interested. But you don't seem kind of interested in eating me. Yes. I am not only talking, I am reasoning as well. And since you have not attempted to kill me, your own higher faculties are engaged. I am a curiosity to you. The ghoul bares his teeth, breath rasping over them as he inhales. You wish to know not only why I am, but what I have done. As for who, you may call me Gaichu. Now, automatically I assume that he is the killer, but actually, I have only circumstantial evidence. I have found no poncho, which was told about us, how it looks. We have not been in Magpie's shop, impressively, and we haven't even done all the objectives yet, and we already found them optional. Get a key to Magpie's shop. Never happened. We never were able to do that. And we never actually investigated the parking garage completely because we didn't fight the guys. Anyways, I'm still gonna say it. I know who you are. You're the one killing the Wampoan elders. You are correct. I have killed all the Wampoan elders to date. The only elder Magpie was according to my initial plan. Ah, so you did kill Magpie, and we did find also the locket of her. I regret the death of the other elders, but it was necessary. What does Gaichu actually mean? Because apparently you have given yourself this name. Harmful insect. It's the name I've taken for myself, since the word is usually applied to pests, especially ones who drink blood, such as leeches or mosquitoes. The first character means injury, or evil influence, and the second means insect or worm. This affair begins simply enough, as you may surmise. I am not someone who can be seen in the public without great risk. Wampoan Garden is an excellent place to hide. No police or triad presence, and minimal interest in things that lurk in the shadows. Unfortunately for me, Elder New Generation discovered me through communion with her spirits. Rather than kill me or chase me away, she came to me with a proposition. New Generation and the other elders were having problems with one of their number. An elder named Magpie had been holding many of their clans hostage, and would not budge. They could not remove Magpie, however, because her services were too useful for the Wampoans at large. New Generation offered me payment to dispose of Magpie, and I accepted. Oh, this is the intrigue that we all know and love from Shadowrun. Wu shoots you a sidelong glance, tusks bared as he grits his jaw. Why the hell are we talking to this thing, Deathclaw? It's a goddamn ghoul, and you knew what they are like. Really? What, pray tell me, am I like? All teeth and claws and bad manners, I suspect. Gaichu's tone is amused, despite the harshness of his rasping voice. Really? You want to crack your jokes, you cannibal? Wu takes an involuntary step forward, raising his rifle. You're the kind of monster that devour a family just because it's convenient. Remember the 162s, Deathclaw? He's just like them. What do you say to that, ghoul? I'm not gonna put down Duncan because normally ghouls indeed kill people for food, so why would I kill and eat a family? Have they threatened me? Tried to kill me? The ghoul cocks his head, lips curling back in a scornful smile. No, I have plenty of food, and I prefer to only devour those who have tried to do me harm. Ah, so you have some kind of code of honor, but still, I believe that we are speaking of the other's plans to have me kill Magpie. Surely you must be a little curious about that. I've heard of Magpie, but her shop's still locked up. Naturally. They would keep her servers under lock and key to avoid any awkward questions about her whereabouts. I was thorough in disposing of her as our contract stipulated. She was to simply disappear without a trace. A task that was easy enough to accomplish. I disposed of Magpie's body by emptying the blood in her bathroom. Then I cut her up into more portable pieces. Those were placed in plastic top, which I took to the storm drain and hid. I didn't find those, though I did find her necklace. Gaichu nonchalantly waves a hand, his tone flat and unconcerned. It's unfortunate, but my survival depends upon consumption of raw metahuman flesh. Letting such nourishment go to waste would be a foolish error. That doesn't explain everything. Afford me a moment, and I will explain the rest to you. I contact the elders, not in person of course, and they arranged to exchange payment. I assumed that as the job was done, new generation would be a woman of our world. Baring his teeth, Gaichu hisses his next words across clenched teeth. I was mistaken. I arrived at the nearby parking garage the elders had told me about. They cleared out the other Wampoans under some pretense, though I'm not sure what ruse they used. That is something I also know, is probably Hong Kong police killed them or some such nonsense, and then the Red Spear came in. I already had the feeling something was wrong there when we met the Red Spear. The others never showed up. Instead, several members of the Hong Kong police force arrived. Oh! Sorry. Once again, the beta plan goes ahead with making conclusions where I should not make them. Several members of the Hong Kong police force arrived. They were more heavily armed than usual, so I suspected they knew something of my nature. Yes, but at least I'm more or less true. It wasn't the Red Spear that battled the HKF, it were Wampoans. The Wampoans didn't battle the HKPF, but more in that form. Anyways, I heard about that. How about the fight? You expect me to believe you took on a police squad and won? Of course. I've survived as a ghoul for some years now, on the streets of Hong Kong. If that isn't enough evidence of my tenacity, I doubt any words I could say to you will change your mind. A betrayal of that sort cannot stand. Not only was I not paid for my effort on time, the Wampoan elders treated me like a common animal, and I am so much more than that. Reputation is everything, and I had none. I had hoped to build a network of contacts so that I would be able to continue finding work, but with that treachery, my hopes were dashed. I decided to become the monster they are feared. One by one I have eliminated them. They know how to contact me and could have ended their nightmare at any time by making amends. I would have asked for more money, but I would have ceased my hunt. Yet they did not. Instead, they contacted you, no doubt asking you to eliminate me where the police had failed. I didn't even know that. Okay, that's that fight, of course. So I ask you, now, what will you do? Will you attempt to finish what the Wampoan started? Or will you treat me with the same humanity I have shown you? I need to talk to this guy because, sorry to say, harebrained schemes, but this is kind of a weird setup to suddenly accept a ghoul, even if he's supposedly honorable. He needs raw flesh. Very well, what would you like to know? Did you eat the elders? Some of them, not all. My condition requires that I consume raw metahuman flesh. I do not require a great deal to survive, perhaps 3 to 4 pounds per week. That's less than I expected. Consequently, there is vastly more supply than demand. And why would the elders have you killed instead of paying you? That seems, well, convoluted. Any number of reasons. They are notorious cheapskates, and will always try to save money when dealing with outsiders. It could be their natural inclination towards profit. They may regard me as subhuman and therefore unworthy of respect. It could be that they felt it was too dangerous to allow me to live. It could even be that they simply did not like me. The net result is the same, however. They reneged on the deal we brokered and attempted to have me killed. A message must be sent, blood must be paid. As they have hired you to kill me, they've obviously not learned their lesson. And if I let you live, what will you do? Kill the rest of the elders, and anyone else they send to exterminate me. It's a matter of survival. Should I ever have the opportunity to work freelance again, potential employers need to understand the price of betrayal. These murders are my curriculum vitae in revenge. You know, that is actually very interesting because Kindly Cheng is kind of dangerous to work with. That is a good thing to note. I have made my decision. You know what? Having him on board. We kill enough people on missions in order to feed him. And unlike in most fantasy settings, ghouls can be intelligent if well maintained in this world. And I also think he is using cyberware to help him, if I see this correctly. And this will be a card that Kindly Cheng doesn't know of. If we can smuggle him on board. I don't know how long we can keep him hidden. And I agree with him. If you screw us over, I also would want to have my revenge. Otherwise, you're going to be walked all over in the world of Shadowrun. So come and work with me. I can be your face. But I have to say, it is a bit of a pushed on decision onto you. It reeks too much of a little bit I am honorable and the other guys aren't, but alright. A curious offer, and what of the elders? Will you allow me the satisfaction of killing them? I am actually inclined to, of course, as you said, reputation is everything. But I also would like to say what I have to say first. Because having you on board could cause them to pay out. With a lot of Nugent. I want to see what they have to say first, actually. I would counsel you not to believe their words. But you have the sound of one who is wary as a matter of course. Very well. Let us wait until a bit later in the night. Most pedestrians will be off the streets, and it will be easier for us to approach the Wampoa without being noticed. Sounds like a good plan. Okay, let's continue. Let's talk to the elders. Wow, he's fast. I am missing... Oh no. There he is. You know, what I want to do is, if I could swing it, I want to start a dialogue from behind cover, but I can't. As you approach, Elder New Generation's eyes widen, her mouth falls open, and the veins in her neck bulge. What are you doing? You brought this thing into our home. Quick! Kill it before it kills us! Porter hefts his pistol warily, but does not aim it at anyone. Yeah, I have to say this isn't a good idea. Why the hell is a ghoul in here? And why is it wearing armor? Calm yourself. I am not an it, and your elders know this intimately. Gaichu bares his teeth in a rictus grin as he turns to face New Generation. Good evening, Elder. I can smell your fear, and I am glad of this. It means you are learning the price of betrayal. Whoa, whoa, what the hell is going on here? Can someone explain to me why the ghoul is talking? This is true. The elders have been lying to the rest of the Wampoans. We would never lie to the Wampoans. Our role is to protect this community, not lie to it. What proof do you have to back up your claims? I wish I could have gone into the bloody freaking garage and would have just fought fought that gang over there. We could have definitely taken them on. Porter nods at the elders, looking back to you with a wary expression. I'm interested to hear what kind of evidence you have to support this fearing Deathclaw. As far as I can tell, this monster killed Tong and the others. And that makes him a threat that should be eliminated. Interesting enough, you already know that without even seeing any evidence of that. They died because they betrayed Gaichu rather than paying for the killing of Elder Magpie. You believe this vermin? This creature that feeds on metahuman flesh that kills and dismembers our tribesmen? You are naive and a foolish woman if that's the case. New Generation spits on the ground in front of Gaichu. What proof do you have that magpie is dead. Interesting enough, all of a sudden her demeanor has changed. New generation, please. It matters where an elder is accused of breaking our law. The other elders generally judge them. It matters where all of them have been accused. I am authorized to act as judge. Oh, cool. Make your case, Shadowrunner. I found Magpie's necklace in the storm drains. Yeah, I should have had more evidence. I should have had more evidence with me. Unfortunately, I couldn't get into her shop, and I should have just attacked that crew. Porter takes a moment to examine the necklace. He nods at you. This is definitely Elder's magpie. If you found the storm drain, that's suspicious, but hardly proof on its own. Yeah, it is. Of course it's not proof. The number of things lost in down storm drains in Hong Kong must number in the tens of thousands per year. And I'm certain that necklace isn't unique either. She hasn't been around them, not in a month, not by any way, and she won't just disappear like that. Yeah, that's very, very circumstantial. That may be unlikely, but it's hardly impossible. You haven't established that the elders were involved. All you've done is make superstitious about it. Yeah, I don't think we have enough evidence for this. We haven't done this mission to its maximum thing. We should have attacked that gang. What proof do you have that we hired and betrayed this creature? I won't sit by and listen to idle accusations without any kind of concrete evidence to back it up. What about the fights with the Hong Kong police force? What do you mean? What does that have to do with the others and the ghoul? You opponents don't allow police inside the area. Why make an exception this time? The police were polite and asked our permission to enter. They were hunting a non-one Poan. That was reason enough for us to allow them in. Yeah, you said so before, but that's really weird. It doesn't add up. I already said that, and luckily this guy has some wits about him, apparently. Porter considers this for a moment and shakes his head. That doesn't add up, new generation. Why would the police ask us for entry now? They've never been polite before, and they've always tried to force our way in here. That just doesn't ring true to me. Did you ask them to come in order to hunt down this ghoul? Preposterous! Porter, you know what our community is like. We wouldn't lie over something like this. This ghoul has been lying the entire time, trying to cover his tracks. He still brutally murdered several elders. Yeah, it's true. Those murders were vicious and cruel. Porter fixes you with hard stare. I don't see any way to explain that away. This ghoul is a monster, and how he killed Tong and the others. This is also true, however. Tong's body was a mess, true, but he died quickly, from a sword blow to the neck. I struck Tong down with a single blow from my sword. The mess made of the body was to send the others a message, but I had no desire to make Tong suffer. At any time, new generation the other elders could have made amends, and the killings would have ended. Instead, they hired a Shadowrunner to kill me. It's not about cruelty, it's about sending a message. That's not what I would have expected looking at the body. You killed before you dismembered him? That's right. And I killed the other elders in a similar fashion. There was no cause to prolong their suffering. The message was for the living elders, not the dead. If the elders wished to treat me like a monster, I would terrorize them like one until they paid reparations for their mistake. Come on, you can't possibly believe this crazy story. It's absolutely insane. Ah, and thanks to this, we have a little bit more evidence. Whew, we are, I think, on the minimal, perhaps, or perhaps not, just not enough. But we are magically active, so Tong wasn't tortured. There was no astral residue of pain or fear. He didn't even feel the blow. That's correct. I struck a single blow while his back was to me. His death was instant. Regrettable that he had to die for your folly, new generation, but necessary to protect my reputation. I think you probably could have done it differently. I don't know, perhaps scare more, but... New generation glances Gaichu in stony silence before addressing Porter. You cannot believe what these people say. They are not to be trusted, and even if this is true, he still killed Tong. Porter looks back at new generation, his expression flattened without emotion. Maybe so, new generation, but a monster would not take Tong's suffering into account. He may be a killer, but he's not heartless. That scene of Tong's murder, like the others, was a deliberate sham. It was made to look more horrific than it was. I believe you. The blood smeared on the walls, the removal of his skin, that's a scene designed to evoke horror, not the scene of an actual fight. Elders, what do you have to say in response? Also, otherwise we would have had Wu with us to talk about the blood smear, or Rector, who showed that, well, the killing blow was indeed first there because of his, well, I need to look it up now because otherwise I'm going to say biotech. This is a farce. We have dedicated ourselves to the protecting the Wampoan tribe and everyone who lives in the Wampoa garden. Do you really believe outsiders and monsters over our word? We would have only tried to end the killings? You've been duped, Porter. You and this Shadowrunner. I concur. Porter, you know me. You know the kind of person I am. Oh, actually, I wouldn't be party to the killing of another elder. This guy actually was told to us that he's kind of... Well, he has a lot of chrome arms souped up, but that he doesn't really like to do the fighting himself. So actually, that kind of matches the story that we know so far. I can't believe we're even entertaining the notion that we have to defend ourselves. We should be disposing of this ghoul instant. Also, they yell a lot with all those exclamation marks. Tanks narrows his eyes at you, hissing. If you think I'll forget this, you're sorely mistaken. I will not tolerate this kinds of insults. The others were all too happy to have Red Spears move into the garage. Yeah, that's also something we noticed during our investigation, like I told you, my watchers. Almost like they wanted to keep anyone curious about the fight away. That's right. IP, you even told me not to go find out what happened with the fight. You said the Red Spear gangers were moving in and to leave them alone. Why would you tell me not to look into it? I was only trying to protect you from the Red Spears. They're dangerous, which is why I wanted to deal with them directly. Well, this is all I've got. Alright, I think I have something going on here. And who do you believe the real story is? The waters are muddy on this matter. The ghoul seems to be telling some of the truth, and I respect that. But the fact remains he's a dangerous creature who's killed many of our number. Our law is clear on this. He must die. You seem to be blameless in this deathclaw. What do you say to this decision? I'm not gonna let you kill him. Then you too must die. Alright. Unfortunately, we probably, if we were lucky, could have had Porter on our side, Porter Liam. I am creating a little bit of space. I think that's Koshai standing over there. No, that's our new ghoul. Damage 7. A claw that can hit adjacent targets. Yeah, that's... Go here. That almost hit me. Alright, because that's what I kind of like. Yeah, I can also hit Gaichu with that. Well, too bad. We are going to have to do this in my eyes in order to get some area damage and thin their ranks quickly. Well, Porter, I'm sorry, but you're dead. You chose the wrong person to back up. Beanbag. Voila, we will not have any spirits called into this fight. You're the guy with the chrome, so I'm mostly keen on taking you out, though you have servers, but overclock. Very good, and then take some cover somewhere. Over here. Oh, I'm an idiot. I overclocked and did not activate Kosha. I'm an idiot. If anyone wants to tell me that, go ahead, because you're absolutely right. Alright, because I overclocked something that isn't even active. So Koshai, you can't reach that far just yet, but we have a way to, that's... You have increased quickness and strength. You still can't reach, you have to walk all the way around. No problem, I have to do that then. Let's attack Tang. Yes, let's strip her of armor because she has armor 4. That only stripped 1 armor away. That's not a very good attack actually. Also because it took 2 HP. 2 AP. I sometimes mix those numbers up way too often. I'm going to let him attack that person. Because 76% stance, water 2. I have no idea what that means. Because I really want Duncan to attack her, and I'm not going to do multiple attacks, because then I might have a chance of hitting my own person. And I'm not too keen on that. Well, the elders are going down quickly, but I think we will never be welcome anymore in Whampoa. Oh, that was not a smart move, I can tell you that much. This combat is over. Voila! And with that, well, I think it's the episode. Because I can tell you for certain, the man who is currently, well, down and out for the count will not be living for long. Voila! We've killed them! As the others fall to the floor, you stop and survey the carnage around you. It is accomplished. No more betrayers alive. No more worry that others may think they can take advantage of me. Lead the way. I look forward to our new business partnership. So I don't think we will get any Nugent out of this mission. That is a little bit of a shame. It's either you get a new teammate or you get Nugent. And the way we are built up, it's actually not so much of a good teammate for us. But then again, we have a YouTube channel. We gotta show off all the people that you at least can get on your team. Well, with that, I say I thank you for watching. And remember, great peril yields great beauty.